Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your man Valentine, baby. Coming to you from on the grind. Man, I know, man. I had to give it to y'all outside. I said I would. However, Vancouver weather, Van City weather, man, can change at the drop of a dime, yo. Cloudy, overcast, man. I can't wear no short sleeves today, man. I had to give y'all the sleeves today. But you know how it go down, man. It's the home edition style. You outside. It's gonna go down like this here today. Anyway, man, wow. I know. Let's see. I mean, this pandemic still running rampant, man. Running crazy. U.S. You know, I don't know, man. I think B. Henry, she might have to get a little stiff because, but she kind of soft, so that's her style. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, so lots of stuff, man. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to you. And we knew that the Edmonton football team changed their name, right? So I mean, now we know they're gonna be going with double E's, right? So, and now known as the Edmonton Football Club. And then we found out that today that Washington Football Club no longer it's now Washington Football Club because they've dropped the racist portion of their name, right? So, and I mean it only, I don't know, it took a while for them to do that, but finally with some coaxing, because that owner, I mean, it took a long time for him to come to grips with this, man. And you had to get rid of that racist name. Now you move on to something bigger, something better, because hey, it's time to get rid of all that stuff. Now you can make a little bit of money. You feel what I'm saying? And now I think it's probably going to be next year before they come up with a name, but it's now known as the Washington Football Club. Hey, the jerseys look dope. I like the jersey with just Washington on it. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, that's dope. And then I heard today the Cleveland Indians, they gonna meet with the some native leaders in in Cleveland to discuss what name they should be changing it to, or they gonna change the name regardless of what it is. So they gonna change it something. But the good thing is they meeting with the native people, and that's a good start. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that too. And then I heard that the Vancouver's Van City Council voted on to ban stop and frisk or stop and search or whatever you want to call it. You feel what I'm saying? But this I don't understand. They said they're going to meet in September to decide on it. What does that mean? What do you, if you voted on to ban it, doesn't that mean it's banned? But I guess not, because they gonna meet in September to see if they supposed to do it or not. I mean, how dumb is that? But I'm telling you right now, it don't go far enough, man. It won't go far enough because it's gonna continue. Because listen, stop and frisk stopped in New York. It stopped in LA. It stopped in Dallas, in Texas. It stopped in Florida. But guess what? When I was in all those states, guess what happened? So Can you feel me when I say it ain't gonna stop here? They're just telling you, yeah, we gonna ban it. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna continue. It ain't gonna change, man. So I'm not sure what to do with that. It doesn't go far enough for me. They need to make stop and frisk in your car, in whatever you're doing. I don't care if you on a bike. You know what I mean? They should make it all across the board. And none of this, oh, I got to go look at it in September to see if we good with it. That's unbelievable to me, man. Unbelievable. But anyway. And then I didn't understand this one. There's a dude that was in Langley that said he would pay people $1,000 to give him COVID-19. So either this dude has no family or he wants to die, or he wants to say, oh, I'm invincible to getting the virus. See, that's what happens, man. When you mock something, it gets you. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. That's just plain and simply stupid. And also ignorant, man. When you see all these people who are dying, you saw there's 140 some odd, 45,000 people that's died in the U.S. I know Canada, Vancouver, Van City, and BC only has a little bit, but let's go worldwide. It's over 600 and some odd thousand people. So why do you want to add your name to that stat? You feel me? Or even why do you want to add your name to just getting the virus? I don't get it, man. It's just ignorance all over the place. You have one pandemic that's just ridiculous, and then we have the other pandemic of racism that's even more stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Because now, I remember yesterday I talked about the cat who was who said the George Floyd murder and execution was a hoax, and it wasn't real. Now, I saw George Floyd's brother last night on Don Lemon show last night, and Felonious Floyd, and this brother was talking, and you can see the raw emotion and the pain that he's feeling from the loss of his family member. So I want to sit there and say to that gentleman and all those people that was with him, if you watch the same thing I watch, you tell me if that was fake. You feel what I'm saying? Because each and every time he spoke, the dude had tears in his eyes. And you can feel his emotion and his pain. You're feeling his pain because you saw the lynching. You saw the execution. But for these folks who are associated with this gentleman, saw something different. And they saw racism through that white man's eyes, is what they saw. They saw the lynching through that dude's eyes that had his knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. So, for y'all to be associating with this dude, shameful. Truly ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And then I got to go back. I'm looking at the Summerland with Mayor Tony Booty. Oh. And I looked at it again, and I was like, they're talking about how they did a little piece of saying, is there racism in Summerland? And I had to laugh, because I'm just wondering how long she's been the mayor. You know what I mean? Because as soon as she got the position, you knew that something was going to happen. And even before she got the position, there was a whole bunch of silent folks in Summerland, because all these closet racists who ain't gonna come out and say, well, you know what, I don't know if she's a good mayor, because you know what, and blah blah blah, right? So, and for them to sit there and ask the question if there's racism in Summerland, I mean, though I think there was one person that stepped up and said, yes, there is, because we already know there is. And to think about it, if you get mail that this mayor is getting, and you have to ask the question if there's racism in Summerlin, just look at the post that she's getting. The one post that she was reading off that said, it's a good thing I wasn't there because I would have dragged you out by your hair. Really? And you got to ask, is there racism in Summerland? I can only shake my head, man. I mean, come on. And then you look at the sheer fact of this dude who wants an apology of how privileged he is to be like, you know what, I'm gonna write a 2-page letter to the mayor and tell her that I want an apology from her. And you know what, I did my due diligence. I called the mayor. I left her a message. I said, look here. I said, look, you know what? You do not need to apologize, because for 400 years, they've been persecuting you, and the institutionalized racism, the systemic racism, and the police brutality and the social profiling and the stop and search and all this other stuff that black people have got to going through. And she's probably gone through it being the mayor. So I was like, you do not have to apologize, and you need to stand your ground. So I'm hoping the mayor was listening to a brother, because I'm tired of sitting there having to defend the rights of black people all the time. We shouldn't have to do that. And yet she's the mayor and she has to defend her color. And the city council gonna pass an ordinance to say, well, we gonna look at it so we can start dialogue. You think that when she first became mayor, you should have started dialogue then? Or even dialogue before that? Because there's other ethnic minorities in Summerlin. So you could have started dialogue a lot sooner. But somehow, you're going to start dialogue now. And I hope the dialogue is good dialogue, because you need to get it together and believe that there's definitely racism in Summerland. So get all the people who are so-called in the closet racist and pull them out so you can have that conversation with them. And like I said, Mayor, stand strong and don't give up. You feel what I'm saying? No way. You stand strong. You do your job. Don't let them get to you. Because you know what? It's been 400 years that we've been standing strong, and we resilient. And so are you. So anyway, unbelievable. All these things, man. Always got to be, man, doggone. Unbelievable. Always got to defend the color, man. It's just a joke. I keep saying the color ain't gonna rub off. Man. Shoot. Listen, for all you young cats out there, man, listen, like I said, we're going through a pandemic. And this virus will get you if you're not safe and you're not careful. So y'all got to stay careful. Wear your mask. You know what I mean? Wash your hands. Social distance. Stay out of the big crowds, man. Do what you got to do to stay safe, because this doesn't just affect you. It affects your entire family. You feel what I'm saying? So do not be selfish about it. Make sure you carry your mask and wear your mask and your hand sanitizer if you ain't got someplace to wash your hands. You feel me? So stay safe, y'all. Yo, I'm your man Valentine, baby. If you think it's your time to shine, you need to get on the grind with your man Valentine. Mayor Boo, stay strong.